Florida criminals might spend time behind bars, but they're not always paying for the crimes they commit. Wink News investigative reporter Peter Fleischer joins us live in the studio now. Peter, how are violent offenders being let off the hook here?
It's complicated, Chris. This man, Dennis Pinheiro Garcia, was found guilty of felony battery and ordered to pay nearly $15,000 in restitution. But just days after the trial, his victim learned the state of Florida offered to pick up Garcia's tab. And that happens more often than you might think.
There was no fight. I was brutally beaten into the ground.
The battery started when Stephen Todd noticed two aggressive dogs outside his property on 12th Avenue Northeast in Golden Gate Estates. He says they almost attacked his cat. But when he confronted the owner, a man who worked for his neighbor, the man entered Todd's backyard and beat him up.
He sucker punches me. As I go down, he hits me 8 or 10 more times. Broken nose, ruptured eardrum.
Dennis Garcia was a 9-time convicted felon when he was arrested for assaulting Todd, and it's created a large pile of bills.
They took chest x-rays, they took head x-rays. I got $15,000 worth of medical bills in the emergency room.
Todd found a bit of peace when a Collier County judge found Garcia guilty of felony battery in early September and ordered him to pay Todd's medical bills. But Todd was even more stunned when, just days after the trial, he was contacted by the state attorney's office. The state victims fund is trying to pay his hospital bills instead of Garcia.
I don't want the good people of Florida, the good people of Collier County, to have to pay this cowardly thug's bills. He needs to pay every penny of it.
The State Victims Fund is paid for by taxpayer dollars. It's set up to compensate innocent victims of violent or costly crimes. Danny Garza, a criminal attorney at Wilbur Smith LLC who's not involved in this case, says it's not uncommon for the state to pay for bills that defendants can't handle.
There are a certain amount of victims who, if knowing they may not be getting any restitution from a defendant, they may apply for the victim fund.
Todd says he never signed up for the fund, although it's unclear if someone with his legal team did. Victims of crime don't have to accept the state's funds. They can decline and demand restitution. For Todd, it's a no-brainer.
They sent me papers that I was supposed to sign. I have not signed them. I will not sign them. I'll go live in a tent in the woods before I give them a penny of my money.
But victims do run the risk of never seeing that money or having to wait years to get it paid back. A defendant can't be punished for the inability to pay restitution, no matter what crime they commit.
So there is always a risk of not receiving any restitution, but that's up to the individual to decide if they want to forego the money from the Victims' Compensation Fund and solely rely on restitution.
Todd plans to wait. Garcia will be in jail for 9 more months, followed by 2 years of probation.
I've already forgiven him for what he's done.
But
I don't want to see the good people in Florida pay for this person's bills. He's got 10 felonies now. These are his bills.
We reached out to Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody's office for more information on the Victims Fund, but our interview request was declined. It's unclear whether or not Garcia can pay this restitution. We've also reached out to his attorney, but have not heard back. If you've been the victim of a violent crime or a crime similar to this, you could be eligible for help. So click this story on our website. We'll have a link with more information.